Hi, this is Lance from Acroname. Today we're going to talk to you about Acroname's latest host switching USB hub, the USBHub3c. The Acroname team here in Boulder has designed this product from the ground up to have the most powerful features of USB-C available to you. It is designed to be the most reliable and flexible hub in the world and help you make your USB-C designs easier to create and deploy. It's absolutely ideal for host switching applications in managed or in unmanaged rooms, and especially when you're dealing with USB-C based hosts and laptops in a table. The high-powered version USBHub3c Pro can charge up to 6 laptops at the same time, provided that you get enough power. So let's review a little bit about this hub. First thing to talk about is the back of the hub. On the back of the hub, you'll notice first thing, this hub requires external power. And it can accept power from two different connectors. The Power C port right here, which is just a standard USB-C port. One of the things you'll notice about all the USB-C connections on this product is that they all have locking screw terminal capability. So if you have a USB-C cable with a locking screw terminal, that's here on the Power C, and it's also on every one of these standard USB-C connectors on the front. The other power connector outside of Power C is this green power connector, which is used if you want to do charging several laptops at the same time. For this, you'll end up needing an optional power supply to power the hub with enough power to charge all those laptops. But in the meantime, the hub includes a standard 100-watt power brick for Power C that's enough to charge maybe 1 or 2 laptops at the same time. The last connector we want to talk about on the back is this expansion connector. And for managed room environments, the expansion connector can be used with this RS232 interface accessory, so you can interface this to any standard room control interface. So let's plug in the Hub3c and talk about the rest of the product. So we're going to plug in our power USB-C power brick. This is a standard power charger that you would get with any laptop. That's 100 watts. And we're going to plug this into the Power C port on the back of the hub. You'll see that the hub is powering on, and as it's powering on, it'll do a diagnostic on all of the USB-C ports here, all 7 of them. You notice that there are 7 of them, first being USB control port. This is a port that's used to manage the hub if you're not using RS232 and you're using a USB interface. In AV environments, you probably won't use this, but we will use this for the demo here today, very quickly. The other 6 ports on here are labeled 0 through 5, and these are what we call AnyPort capable, which means that any of these 6 ports can be configured to be the host. What this really means is that the Hub3c, you can think of it as a 1 to 5 hub, you can think of it as a 5 to 1 host switch, or you can think of it as anything in between. And with 10 gigabit per second capability on every port, it's fast enough for any camera application and blisteringly fast for storage backup and any other USB device interface that you may need. So let's just quickly plug in our control port here. Have this connected to our laptop. And you can see our screw terminal connector available. We're going to plug this into the control port. And although I'm not going to show the Acroname control software, we'll save that for another time. We'll show you that port 0 here with the green LED is designated as the host connection. And then, so this would be the upstream facing host, and all the rest of the devices, peripherals you would plug in downstream. And just so simple to send a software command to change that to port 2. We can change it to port 5. We can change it to port 1. We can change it back to port 0. It's just that simple. Simple software command can make any of these ports into the host port. The USBHub3c comes in 2 different models. Comes in Hub3c Lab Edition, which is ideal for host switching in managed and unmanaged rooms, where power is not so much of a consideration. And also the Hub3c Pro, which is the high power version, which is exactly the same as the lab version, but the internal hardware is capable of charging up to 6 laptops concurrently. So if you think about putting this in a conference room, in a table, it can be a host switch that concurrently charges your client's laptops. That's it for our intro today. If you have any other questions, give us a call, let us know. Thanks very much for watching and have a great day.